Yo,
Hey, yo.
hey, yo.
Hurrah, hurrah.
Brett, Brett, Brett.
Welcome in. Welcome in to all of you. I hope you had a good and especially safe, uh, please, socially responsible Super Bowl weekend party. If you had a party, whatever. Just hope you enjoyed the game. I certainly did, only because I hate the Chiefs. But a lot of game to get into there, so we'll be diving into that. We'll check in with our buddy No ID Justin. Expecting to hear from Nick at some point during the show as well. As you can see, we got new fits on. Tyler, just go ahead and rep that. Uh,
Woo.
Fresh to death out here in our Suck at Mosquitoes gear. And as
Yes,
always,
sir.
please, Suck at Mosquitoes, please believe that. But Tyler, how are you doing after this weekend on this Monday?
Man, not doing too bad. Just enjoyed the game. It wasn't a fun game, but I still enjoyed it. Kind of for the same reason as you, and that the Chiefs didn't win. So suck it, Chiefs. There we go. Nick, right on it. Suck it,
Suck
Chiefs.
at Chiefs.
But no, all in all, it was good. Good, nice, fun weekend, Ronnie. How was your weekend?
It was good. I mean, as you guys know, I've been stuck at home with the no go to go to work. So it was. I'm, it's weird to say, like, I don't know. If it was a normal Sunday, you'd be like, all right, it's NFL Sunday. Like, we have all these games. But it's weird to pigeonhole the Super Bowl into the only thing that can mark my time right now because I am literally stuck at home. But yes, the Super Bowl was my one landmark, and I enjoyed it very much. As a Chiefs hater, I'm indifferent to Brady. He's already clearly been the GOAT, so
Sure. Yeah.
don't have a problem with it. Another one, hey, another notch on his belt. Who cares?
Right? Yeah. What does it matter? It didn't really matter if he won or lost. He was already the
It
GOAT. So
rolls right off his back. But
yeah, exactly. Not a big deal to him.
I was satisfied, seeing, and you know what? Actually, for my fellow AFC West bro here, who else beat the Chiefs this year? Raiders, Chargers, Bucks, or
I mean,
Brady.
look. That's the thing. Is like, how good were the Chiefs really? I mean, the Raiders and the Chargers beat them this year. How good were they really?
Fake champions,
That's right. Yeah.
pretenders.
That's right.
Strip
Yeah.
them of their title. Take it
Yeah.
away.
The Bucks beat a nobody. They beat a team that lost to the Raiders and the
Yeah,
Chargers. Come on. Come
garbage.
on.
It was garbage. They didn't even score a
Yeah.
touchdown. Who does that in the
Terrible.
Super Bowl?
Terrible.
Yeah. But no, I just for that, sort of Schadenfreude, I was very entertained by the game. Um, again, Baron, reserve your comments. I know you hate Tom Brady. I don't care at this point. I'm just glad the Chiefs lost. Patrick Mahomes, he's all of 25 years old. He's probably going to win like 4 more.
Past his
So,
prime. Past his prime. He's done.
washed. He's a bum.
He might as well be a marathon runner with how much he was freaking scrambling yesterday. Jesus.
Yeah, he was scrambling quite a bit. And
Yeah.
we will dive into all of that. Justin coming in hot. You just get the NFC East next year.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I'll take the snub.
Terrified.
I'll take it.
Terrified. Yes.
I
Yes.
can't wait.
Can't wait.
But just the big news of the day is going to be the Super Bowl, so we'll get into that. But I wanted to touch on a couple things right off the top here, and first of all, and Jaime actually mentioned this on Friday's show, and
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Tigres, boom, getting
Tigres.
in that
Yeah.
final. I watched the Bayern, and I don't even know who they were playing, some Egyptian team. I'm just gonna be honest.
Right.
It seemed like just kind of a runaround for them, like just sort of a workout. Lewandowski had 2 goals. I mean, as you know, any fans of this program, he wakes up, he scores a goal.
It's true.
So 2 goals, knock them in, no problem. But the final, that look, shout out to Tigres too. First CONCACAF team to even get in the final of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that is pretty sweet as far as I'm concerned. And to be honest, I mean, everyone in the world, including myself, expects Bayern to just sort of yawn and wake up at some point and win this game.
Yeah.
I know the Club World Cup in South America is kind of a big deal, but kind of not. In Europe, it's really not. Just
In
the
Europe, it's an
money.
inconvenience. It's an inconvenience, really, because the team that plays in it has to
Yeah.
like fly out on a Thursday and play an extra game.
Oh, we got to fly out to Qatar. All right, cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But Vamos Tigres. Going Tigres all the way. I don't care. There's no MLS bias. I just want someone from any of the other continents. It's all. But hey.
Oh no, not sure what happened. I just lost. I don't know if this is me or Ronnie, but I just lost sound from you.
Hold on.
There we go. Got you back. Got you back.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I tripped over the table trying to get over here. All right, you got me on deck?
I got you back.
Yes.
Oh,
Justin also.
What a moment!
Right.
What a moment for the show.
Was it though? Was it though?
Hey, it made me laugh.
All right. Well, then that's all that counts.
Look, the studio's still standing. You're not injured as far as I can tell. That's fine.
You know, I might have to ice up for a while. But
Epsom salt tonight.
One more thing. We got to dive into the fights, obviously. But as you know, with my Eloquy, the Phoenix Open on Friday. There you go. I forgot Tyler has the power now to also bring up the comments, so thank you. But
right.
There was a fantastic moment on Saturday where a Borat impersonator. Actually, the backstory to this, you can see the trashed chair behind him. So I believe, as I have read, he stood up on the chair and broke the chair while he was talking to Jordan Spieth. And then, the fans went crazy that he broke the chair. It's the Phoenix Open. It's the People's Open. But Spieth, as you can see, giving him dap, back there behind. After that, he was like, I will jump in this creek right now if you make this putt. It was like a 30-foot putt, which he did make. I mean, these guys are insanely good.
They're pros.
And,
They're pros.
He tried to fight his way through and jump in the creek, but alas, no, it was not to be. Security boxed him out. Just too beautiful for this world, I guess. Borat impersonator guy, but Koepka also. I want to give a shout out to Koepka because everyone slams Koepka for not playing these regular PGA Tour events.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 17th, he just holed out a fucking beauty. I mean, there's no way to otherwise describe it. Like that won him the tournament. He holed out from like 40 yards out, and it was awesome. But this is, like I said, the pageantry of the Phoenix Open. This is what you're dealing with. This guy, and then this guy also being hauled away in cuffs. So that's my guy, Phoenix Open. That is my tournament. But shout out to Brooks getting it done.
Respect to this Borat guy for trying to live up to his end of the bargain. He was trying to get into the creek. Look, if he's going to be kicked out and arrested, you might as well just go ahead and let him jump into the creek. I mean, what's the difference? You're not going to arrest him.
Just put cuffs on him when he's wet. Like, who cares at that point?
Yeah. Just let him do it, and then you can slap him up in cuffs, get him out of there, do whatever. But yeah, I mean, hey, look, again, shout out to him. He was trying to. He was trying to hold up his end of the bargain. I can respect that.
A gentleman repays his debts, as the great Charles Oakley once said.
In a timely manner.
And all he was doing was trying to honor that bet. So, I don't know. I mean, security guards, Phoenix PD, or I guess Scottsdale, just ease up. Just let my man, fulfill his obligation, and then we all move on.
I hope when he gets out, he drives over to the golf course and jumps into the creek. Just like a never-ending kind of like, look, I gotta pay my end of the bargain.
I had to do this.
Gotta do it. I'd respect the hell out of it.
Someone told me to come back, and I would. But before we get into the Super Bowl, and I see you on hold, Justin, we will get you in. We do have to get into the fights. As you know, we are the UFC show of record on the Quarantine Network.
Right.
Please believe that. So let's check in with the fight doctor, and let's get a little breakdown of what was just some of the more tasty fights over the weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. The heavyweight champion of the world.
It's time.
For Kaylee to move on. I love that so much. Yes, we did have a fight card over the weekend. Had a nice little fight night here on Saturday night. Wasn't their greatest card. Wasn't a terrible card. Definitely had some good finishes, especially in the main event here. So the card was headlined in a heavyweight bout between Alexander Volkov and Alistair Overeem. Overeem, kind of a legend in the sport. Been around for a long time. Was champion pretty much everywhere except for UFC. Then he came into the UFC. Hasn't had the greatest run since then, and he still has not had the greatest run. Volkov just absolutely outclassed him. Just dominated him on the feet. Yeah, exactly. There you got a picture of just some of Volkov's work there. He winds up TKing Overeem in the second round. I don't know where Overeem goes. He was kind of marketing this as like his last title run. Like I don't know. I've never been big on him. I kind of always felt like he, built his reputation by loading up on roids, going into companies that didn't do drug tests and kind of beating cans and building his reputation that way. Not to say he's a bad fighter, but never thought he was great. So I don't know where he goes from here. Volkov, this win, he kind of put himself into the, into the top five, I would say. You got to consider him as a contender now. So, again, big win for Volkov, Drago, as he's known. Definitely good win there. The other kind of big high point here was in the co-main event with Sandhagen knocking out Frankie Edgar. Just a flying knee, 28 seconds into the fight. Like, if you see it, it was one of those where Edgar just like went completely limp as soon as he got hit. Great for Sandhagen. He, two fights ago, he was facing Aljamain Sterling for title contention. And Sandhagen got smoked in that fight. Since then, he came back, beat Marlon Moraes. Now he's beating Frankie Edgar. I mean, he's got to be, Aljo is going to be fighting for the title coming up in a couple weeks. You got to imagine Sandhagen's going to be the guy after that. But definitely big, massive knockout win. I know, Ronnie, you saw the highlight of you really could say the whole fight because all it really was a flying knee.
That was, 40 seconds, you saw it all. But honestly, yes, we are sitting here in February, but as a lot of pundits or fans or whatever have said, it's up there. I mean, I don't know what you're going to see as far as knockout of the year contenders. It's going to be in the vote. Like there's no way around that. Like, he just kind of walked him back, danced around, and then just like, blah, that's it.
Yeah, so again, very impressive win. Kind of sad. I think anybody that's watched MMA at all is a Frankie Edgar fan. He's kind of a, like a real life Rocky story almost. But I don't think it's a case where he's done. I think he's nice one, Justin. I don't think it's a case where he's done. I think it's just a case of he just got caught with the perfect knee. I think Edgar will bounce back. Whether it's for a title shot or not, I don't know. But I think he'll bounce back fine. Just want to give a shout out. One other fight on the card was Beneil Dariush and Carlos Diego Ferreira. Dariush wins by a split decision in a pretty good back and forth fight. This is a rematch from their fight back in 2014. Dariush gets the win again. Again, all in all, it was an all right card. They can have a couple big moments, some decent fights, nothing really bad on the card. They are just kind of setting up. Of course, this upcoming weekend they do have a pay-per-view with the welterweight title fight between Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns, who are actually teammates at Sanford MMA. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. Two guys that will know each other very well. And then, of course, next week, and Ronnie's going to be excited for this. We got a fight night next Saturday. Curtis Blades and America's sweetheart, Derek Lewis, in the main event.
Oh, that's my dog.
Most of the time, high as hell.
But when he wakes up, he is throwing bombs.
That's right. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that. But like I said, if you got time to kill, definitely watch the main event or watch the main card. All in all, solid weekend. I think this upcoming weekend's fight is pretty much only sold on the main event. The rest of the card isn't that great. But we'll talk a little bit more about that come Friday.
You know what? UFC has kind of earned that leeway, though. We've talked about it. I mean, they put something on literally every weekend at this point. So they can sell a fight night. They can sell a ESPN Plus. They can sell a, pay-per-view that, most of them, usually they do on the pay-per-views, obviously, put multiple title fights together. But got to give love to my guy, Derek Lewis. Also, please follow him on Instagram because he is the most entertaining Instagram follow I have ever seen in my life. And he always captions it, "He's okay." After the most terrible thing happens or she's okay. If you see it, they're just like, "Oh my God, she's okay." All right, well, D. Lewis said it, but
hey, they're okay.
Love.
He would know. They're okay.
He does the fact checking.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yes, Brad, we got matching shirts. And on that note, I do want to bring in real quick before we dive fully into the Super Bowl talk on the, let's go with the Jupiter Records and Tape Celebrity Hotline.
Classic.
Do have Nick joining us on the Jupiter Records and Tape Celebrity Hotline. Nick, what? Got him?
Well, we had him. We got him. Is he back?
That's my guy. Welcome.
For a second, I thought Arkansas Slim called me for a second. I was like, "Oh, got me."
I got to drop off the line.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when he calls, you have to answer unless you're me because we're kind of in and out.
You have real close calls.
Just narrow misses. But how you doing, Nick?
I'm good. How are you guys doing today? How was your Super Bowl weekend?
Pretty good.
Good.
I enjoyed the outcome. I got to say that.
The good thing is now Mahomes has more time to practice on his Head and Shoulders and State Farm commercials, along with Aaron Rodgers. They do a lot more with their free time.
That's true.
I will say this though, I am worried though, as the Giants. I think Justin pointed out last week that the NFC East is going to be playing the AFC, it's going to be playing the Chiefs. So now I'm like, is this the warpath that we're going to see? I like Danny Dimes, but I don't think he's on a warpath like Patrick Mahomes. This now starts the warpath.
Well, you know what? Like I was telling Tyler, if anyone got the recipe, Chargers, Raiders. Take these fools out. I don't even care.
Fun fact, I was watching ESPN this morning. I think it was it First Take? I forget. They were saying that when Brady was a free agent, only two teams were looking at him. Two teams, the Buccaneers and the Chargers. So I was like, wow. So the Buccaneers wouldn't have picked him. The Chargers could have made the Super Bowl.
No. Well, see, here's the thing about the Chargers is they will always find ways to lose. Oh, no. Dog, Chargers fan, there's no hope. No hope. Look, it's not happening.
I don't think you want to have that conversation long-suffering Charger fan and slightly less long-suffering Raider fan, it's not good. Like, there's no hope. Like, nah. Like,
I was a Lions fan too. Right?
They built that team around him, and that team kicked ass. And on that note, as we go to the resumption of the football talk on the Tito Auto Body and Used Tires
It's
Celebrity
a four-way.
it's a fatal four-way. We are
Oh,
bringing
no.
in No ID Justin into the
Oh, no.
chat. Justin, how you doing this evening?
I'm good.
Oh,
What's going down?
oh, Just I ordered you a shirt.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah,
hope
it
it's
is.
the same color as yours because that shit's bomb right there. I thought like it's not. No, I'm serious.
Oh, wait.
That's
Wait.
when somebody says something, you tell them it's not pink, it's salmon, bro. It's salmon.
Exactly. Salmon.
It's gotta
you know?
be salmon.
Salmon.
It's gotta be salmon.
Man. Oh, on a light note too. So this is the new global brand. We're gonna expand next to masks, socks. Future plan 2 is condoms. But I do not
There you
have I don't have the budget for that, so people may have to share.
We got to get that.
Well, that
All right.
seems legit.
It's a community thing. It's a community thing. It's all
We
good.
got to get
Exactly.
that. We got to build that MeUndies sponsorship so we can get the Sucking Mosquitoes menswear, undergarments and whatnot, like Sucking Mosquitoes banana hammocks and whatnot. That would be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's awesome, man.
I need to get more
That's
budget.
awesome.
But yeah.
Wait, first of all, Nick, also flip your camera sideways. But while we have all four of you here, there it is.
Look at that.
That's my
Look
guy.
at that.
It might fall. Wait, it might fall. There we
Anyway.
go.
So I'm going to go around the table here. You already know where I stand. I just didn't want Mahomes to get another back-to-back, especially as a Chiefs quarterback. God, would have been the worst thing ever. So I was very satisfied with the outcome. Any immediate takeaways from the games, or from the game, I should say, with you, Nick. Excuse me.
Immediate takeaways from the game. It's like you said, for Tom Brady, this was just another notch on his belt. If he would have lost, big whoop, he still would have had a winning record in Super Bowl. I just didn't expect him to do it in that, and I didn't expect the Buccaneers to do it in that dominant of a fashion. Because ideally, I predicted that it would be back when the Broncos beat the Panthers. It wasn't really based on Peyton Manning's arm; it was the defense. But Tom Brady had control of the game. At one point, he was 16 for 20 in the first half of completion. I was like, okay, this is pretty much the Tom Brady of old.
Yeah, he looked totally I don't know. We've been sort of talking about it in the build up to this. All right, yeah, it was a team that was kind of put together, but there's a lot of talent on that team. So once it starts grooving in the way that it was, again, I still thought the Chiefs would just run over him, but they got after Mahomes. They just wore him out. They had him running for his life the entire game, and I was very satisfied with the outcome of that. But Justin, I don't know what you saw there, kind of what your initial thoughts were.
Tampa Bay secondary, man. I know the pass rush and the front four is getting a lot of the credit, but that was the thing that stood out to me the most. That shocked me was that there was no way anybody could have predicted that secondary was going to be able to run with those guys and keep Tyreek Hill under wraps. And Kelsey was getting his catches. It seemed like Kelsey was getting chunk yards. It seemed like they were kind of committed to we'll let him get the the over the middle and the underneath stuff as long as we don't let him break free. And yeah, they played that cover 2 shell that we had mentioned last week, talking about what the Falcons had done and similar to what the Raiders had done. But yeah, it's one thing to run that scheme. It's another thing to have the speed defensively and the personnel to do it. So Devin White was flying around the ball. You had Shaq Barrett and those guys getting to, breaking up Mahomes' pocket and flushing them all over the place. And yeah, those young corners were just able to, maintain coverage. And I don't think anybody who's coming out today this is the way I saw it, you're full of shit. Nobody saw the Chiefs not
No.
scoring a touchdown.
No.
So
Not a single touchdown. Not a single
yeah,
touchdown.
I think, I remember last week we were doing predictions. I think I said like 31-25 or 28-25 or something Bucks. So I had the Bucks score relatively close. It was just I was nowhere close to the Chiefs. There's no way I would have thought they got no touchdown. So Devin White was robbed on the MVP for personal reasons, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I think going to the MVP. I know you and me and Ronnie were kind of texting about it yesterday. Like, I would have given it to the entire Tampa defense. I mean,
Yes.
Winfield
Yes.
played great, White played great, JPP, Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea, they were just wreaking havoc in the backfield all game. Like, if it was up to me, I would have said Tampa defense. But like, I think everybody knew it was whoever the winning quarterback was automatically going to be MVP. I think it's almost just set up that way nowadays.
Please don't forget about our boy Dale Murphy Bunting.
That's right. That's right. Waking up a champion today. So I was
Dale Murphy Bunting.
Murphy Brown Bunting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just absolutely didn't see that coming. I know. I even said it last week where I kind of thought one of the big things was going to be Tampa's D line versus Mahomes, and I think Ronnie, I think you have the clip loaded up in here where it's Mahomes ran for like 450 yards just in scrambling alone.
Yeah.
It was the most
Yeah,
hurries
just side
ever.
to side.
Like it was just
Wow.
it was insane, and I know people are going to say, the Chiefs line had a couple guys hurt. It certainly is a big deal, but I mean, that's even backups are still NFL guys, and Tampa just made them look stupid. So that was yeah. I mean, you nailed it, Justin. Just if anybody says they saw it happening this way, then you're a fucking liar. Except for that one guy that did put down 3,000 on Mahomes not throwing a touchdown pass. That was kind of a
What a
crazy bet.
legend.
But,
What a
Yeah,
legend.
I'm calling bullshit if you're telling me that guy didn't hedge his bet the other way, though. Even he.
Yeah,
I don't know about this, man.
I'm sure he
I don't
did,
know
yeah.
about this.
I'm sure he did.
So, yeah, that was a weird one, though. I don't think, like I said, I don't think anybody expected that. But kudos, Brady, GOAT, all that fun stuff. So, Devin White was effing robbed. I want my money, FanDuel. But yeah,
Arkansas Slim.
No.
Shit.
yeah. No,
Ah,
I should have. If I would have placed
don't
that with
invoke
Arkansas
him.
Slim, I might have got some payback. So yeah.
One.
Oh
yes.
God. Oh God.
Yeah. See, now
I
you're
didn't,
staring
I
at the
didn't
barrel.
do that. I didn't do that. He just he hacked in and did that himself.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
meth head
happens,
solid
man.
steak. Oh.
One other thing that I did, I mean, this is purely a side note. We'll dive back into the analysis of the game. But as you may or may not know, the initiated fans out there, Kevin Harlan, so TV, when there's streakers on the field, They
I know where
cut
this is
away.
going.
they cut away. And the theory is, we don't want it just anyone to think like we're encouraging this, we're going to show them on TV, whatever. But Kevin Harlan on the Westwood One broadcast, there's a reason why he's the best. And he will do play-by-play of the entire whatever happens. We saw the cat on the field in the Eagles game. We saw, multiple streakers, whatever. But he had not his best, but also a very strong one last night with the streaker in the fourth quarter.
Second down, 20, 5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle, the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man. And the players with hands on hips at the other end of the field are looking at him and shaking their head and saying, why, oh why, is this taking place in a Super Bowl?
And also,
What a call! What a call!
I
What
do
a
want to say,
play-by-play.
I mean, in the modern NFL, there's no room for those kind of headshots. It's clearly targeting. If you see him slide down to the goal,
Oh, yeah.
he gave himself up.
He
No,
was
I
doing
don't
stuff.
care.
His
You know
cats
what?
were down.
This is why you don't celebrate until the play's over. This is textbook rookie mistake. The man is 10 yards shy of the end zone, and he throws his arms in the air in celebration. And then he realizes the clock. He recognizes the situation that, oh shit, we're up 31-9. I got to get down. I don't want to score this touchdown and give Mahomes the ball back.
But
so
if you slide,
you have to.
He was
yourself
giving
up.
himself up. Yeah.
You
You know
can't
what?
take the headshot. I mean,
You
look
know
at
what?
this
If-
on the replay from this. Like, this is fan footage. No.
Well,
that-
you know what? Then this is what I'm
Launched
doing.
him-
This is what I'm
Launched
doing.
himself at the head. Terrible.
We have multiple penalties on the field. We have taunting, offense,
okay.
pink bra. We
well,
have
that's true. This
we have
might
targeting,
offset.
security guard, penalties offset, maintains possession at the 1. That's what's going down.
All right, it offsets.
The
From behind
penalty
my
is
point guard.
replay.
Looks like the
down.
ball might have been at about the 1.5 or the 2. So we're gonna need to really pay close attention to that ball placement.
You know, whenever bars open back up, and it's Tampa, so they may already be open anyways. That security guard is going to be like living off that for the rest of his life. Walking up to girls, hey, do you know who I am? I fucking nailed that dude wearing the bra at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. Some real football fan girl is gonna look at him and be like, "That was totally targeting," and just walk
Oh
away.
yeah,
from him,
yeah.
not even give him
There's
a
no
light play.
room for that shit. Yeah, there's no room for that.
She'd be like, "We're trying to clean up the sport. Thanks. Have you ever heard of CTE, buddy? Get a life."
God.
There's no
Yeah.
place in the game for that.
Yeah.
But also, I do want to just point this out because this was brought to my attention this morning. This guy surely does kind of seem like that guy in a parking lot. If you give me your extra ticket, I promise I'll streak the field in the 4th. It's got the shorts. Maybe if you look down there, maybe the same sneakers. I don't know. He's got the Bucks 420 jersey. Always a good fit. But could have been the guy. I just don't know. It begs more questions. Who rolls up to the Super Bowl with an extra ticket?
I mean, kudos. The guy was an athlete. I mean, the spin move.
No, the spin move was
the look
nice.
back,
I mean,
that
the
was
spin
almost
move. Yeah.
That was almost a Heisman. You know what I mean? When he looked back and he kind of contorted his body a little bit. If he throws the arm out, that's a smooth Heisman pose right there. So, yeah, no, Harlan is always the MVP. Always.
Harlan is the MVP, and fortunately, this one was so high profile that it was readily available on social media. His play-by-play overlaid with the video footage from, as you saw in the clip, either from the stands or the TV broadcast. But he just calls it. I mean, play-by-play guys, naturals like that, they got to let it shoot. They only know one mode. And he's just calling a play, calling it as he sees it.
That's right. True professional.
You know what, Ronnie? I'm almost wondering if this guy that was holding up the sign that made the promise. I wonder if he was also Borat at the Waste Management Open.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
both
could be
trades. It's very
Yeah,
multiple
versatile.
places at all times. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he got released from Phoenix. Maybe Saturday evening, just hop right on a plane, go over to Tampa.
You might be onto something. You really
Dedicated
might be
man.
onto
Because he's obviously a man. He's obviously a man of his word. Where he tries to be a man of his word, saying, "Hey, look, if you do this for me, I'll go ahead and do this."
Yeah. That's probably what happened is
It's a fair trade.
So he did the thing, at the golf course, and then he went to jail, and then
something.
in order for somebody to bail him out,
I mean, he
the
seems like a
deal
Florida
was,
guy,
okay,
right?
look, I'll
So-
bail you out of jail. I'll bail you out of jail, but you have to go streak at the Super Bowl, bro. That's
That's
payment.
it.
Done deal.
So there you
Done
go.
deal.
This guy's
Done deal.
He's in a
You cracked the
vicious
mystery.
cycle of deals. So
I don't believe that I know of there's a no extradition treaty between Arizona and Florida. So maybe they sent that guy back, and he's back on the streets.
man, Arizona's damn near Florida West, bro. Come on.
True facts. But I just, you know what? Also, Tyler had put this in there, and there's no way around it. I mean, the Buccaneers and their defensive plan just beat the Chiefs' ass.
You all right there, Nick? You
Suck the
okay?
mosquitoes.
What's going on?
He's
You got the
branded.
shirt. I thought you would be immune.
He's branded another attacking.
Well, you know, I added sleeves to mine, so
Oh, well, yeah.
they're probably getting me on the ankles right now. But like I said, for me, it was more about, as a Raider fan, AFC West fan, I just didn't want what would have been ceaseless trolling from Chiefs fans. Like, oh, we got back-to-back. We did all this, and we did our everything. We got quarterbacks 25 years old. But in defense of Mahomes, I mean, some of these plays
Jesus.
were insane. Like, I think that was incomplete to the end zone, and even I was sitting there laughing. Like, this guy is a freak. Like, you still have
Parallel
Mahomes.
to the ground.
Like,
for
all right,
rolling.
yes, it sucks that you lost, you didn't score a touchdown, whatever, but he's not going away. I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, the amount of drop balls on the Chiefs side was really disturbing, but I felt like a good portion of those were simply because the receivers had no concept or no thought that he could even get the pass to them from the situation. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it was
if
like,
they're on the field,
you're
like, be ready to catch the ball.
yeah, 100%. I just feel like, like on this play in particular, there's no way, like when the receivers, kind of head up looking at the quarterback, there's no way. Jesus. There's no way. There's no way this guy. Yeah.
Jesus.
There's no way that this guy thinks. There's no way that this guy thinks. Okay, the ball's coming my way, 35 yards downfield into the end zone. I saw some Bills Mafia guys. Sorry, I was just gonna say I saw Bills Mafia guys posting like a picture of Josh Allen doing something similar. Josh Allen is way more vertical, and man, I gotta tell you, like, Josh Allen is great. He is not on Patrick Mahomes' level of throwing the football quite yet. So he may have a stronger arm. I don't even think that's true. But if you want to argue that, okay. But if we're talking about throwing from multiple and really any platform, Allen's not on that level yet. So
I'm going to give Allen – I mean, Allen strikes me as a country strongman type where his arm is, there's no denying this fool can sling it. But Mahomes, he can get it off from everywhere. So if he's running backwards, he can still throw 50 yards. And some of the stuff you saw, like in a dying effort, the game's already lost. But the stuff that he was doing was just like, all right, well, this guy's still going to be around for the next 10 years, and it sucks.
What if he just goes into this offseason and he's so pissed off about losing, he's like, fuck this baseball time, and he just goes and plays baseball.
Just enters into the draft. And
he's a dual threat. I mean, can't deny that.
Wasn't he drafted?
He was. What's up?
Wasn't he drafted to the MLB as well?
I think he was. I don't remember who it was, but I think he may have been.
I know that, I know Kyler's with the A's. Like, if Kyler chooses to do baseball.
Yeah, I know the Baron, hashtag pull up your pants, exclamation point times 1,000, is very bitter about that because he is a super A's fan. But, you know what? I think his life is a lot better being a top draft pick quarterback in the NFL rather than a backup outfielder for the A's. Sorry.
There we go. Baron, help us out. It was the Twins that drafted.
There you
the
go.
Twins. I should have known.
Yeah, of course. Yes, that powerhouse. But yeah, I mean, just some of the.
I can't imagine he's in a hurry to get to that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't imagine so. But, yeah, I just like some of the stuff he was doing yesterday. It just like boggled my mind. Like, obviously, some of the throws he made, even just some of the ways that he extended plays. Now, granted, it was because he was running for his life, because he had 2 or 3 300-pound dudes just swarming in on him. But like I can't fault him at all for that. He's the one guy on that offense, or really on the whole team, that I can't fault for the Chiefs' loss yesterday, because that dude did everything he possibly could to extend plays, to make plays, and his team let him down.
Any kind of like end of nation on him. Like the fact that he ran
No.
around that much trying to keep the plays going. It's like no one else could even do that. Like,
And he was
It's
doing
all-
with turf toe, with turf toe.
and he
It
got
almost-
hurt.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It almost makes you look at, 2 weeks ago when that injury was more fresh on him and say, well, shit, if I'm Buffalo, I'm thinking, damn, we got to completely address our defensive line this offseason
Oh,
because
yeah.
we were nowhere
Oh, yeah.
close. We should have been shutting
Yeah.
him down like that, So, to Tyler's point, Mahomes played great. I also thought Clyde Edwards-Helaire played great. I thought Kelsey
Yeah,
played
he did
great,
fine.
and that was it. That was essentially it. There wasn't anybody else that really jumped out and was making plays. So, in an offense that's full of playmakers and everybody just talks about how loaded they are, it was really weird to see them just not be able to get in the end zone.
Probably some of the treats.
I don't know if there was a prop bet that the Chiefs would not score a touchdown, but that would have hit
There
at
was.
a huge amount because
There was.
that's
Oh,
insane.
we got a doggo on screen.
No,
Yeah,
Doggo.
Yeah.
homeboy Conor McGregor over here.
All right, shout out Dogecoin over there.
Oh, nice. To the moon. To the moon.
To the moon.
You right, buddy?
I
You know,
thought,
I
like I
gotta-
said,
Oh.
I've never been more happy to be wrong. Like I
Sure.
thought the Chiefs just were gonna, even if they didn't win, they would probably score a touchdown or 5. Like I didn't see that coming, but I'm very satisfied with the outcome.
No, thank you, buddy.
I can't wait, man. T-minus 7 months until the Cowboys beat them by 25.
Ooh. Bold
Keep
prediction.
hope alive.
That is a bold prediction. Hell, you know what? I'll throw it in there. Giants blow them out by 30.
Oh, I thought you were also going to be like Cowboys by 25. I was going to be like, there you go, Nick. There you go.
I would say the Eagles, but they're not playing the whole game. So
I'm telling you, man.
They're
gonna be
they're working on their systems and
Maserati Mitch Trubisky, straight up
oh god.
for Carson Wentz. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, Roddy, the systems that are going to be, they're going to be hard for other teams to comprehend, but easy for our guys to comprehend. It's
But
going
once
to be a
those
lot of
systems-
smart systems.
yeah, once they're in
the
place,
systems,
then forget about it. I mean, the Eagles, they may never lose another game at all. I mean,
once the systems,
you know what?
once the
You know what?
systems kick in.
I just thought of this right now. How good does this make Tyler Rolling Rock Heineke look? Because he's the one quarterback that actually torched this Tampa Bay defense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
he gave them everything.
They shut down 3 MVPs, but Heineke's out here just
Heineke's
balling
the
out
man,
on them.
dude. He's got to be the guy in Washington, or you're just dumb.
He has to be.
Like,
He has to be.
But it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Dak's playing for $58 million after this franchise tag comes down. He's playing for a fortune next year. So
I mean, it's hard to get
he's
yourself up for that kind of money. I get it, but
well, it's hard to gear yourself up for that kind of money. But when you have a cybernetic ankle attachment that kind of helps control your movements, he'll be
Cyber
fine.
Prescott.
Yeah.
no, just his ankle though, not the entire Dak.
Right. He's a cyborg. He's not like a
Yes.
full on android.
Oh, okay.
Fucking running man.
Takes one hop into
Running
the
man.
What he's got to do is stop running over linebackers and fucking DBs and shit. He just has an affinity for running people over. So
He likes the action, dude. I don't blame him for that. But
he likes that
hey,
action.
two
He's all about that
yeah.
action.
all about that
Oh.
action.
All about that action, boss.
I'm gonna assume that he's gonna tone that back, in the upcoming season, especially
I should
with
hope so.
money on the line. But I did not see this coming, but I love it. I don't care if Tom Brady gets his 7th one, as many people have pointed out. That's good for him, I guess. That's fine. But
Yeah. You got a ways to go.
Oh man.
there's only one.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
only one. Limousine riding.
And actually, I
Yeah,
asked,
right
Mr. Flip, that was
The
true.
answer is yes. You son of a bitch!
That's right. That's right.
So, as we all know, that is true.
Well, I mean, if you really want to break it down, though, like, if you want to talk about these guys, you know, and their historical playboyisms out of the ring or off the court, it's a real quantity over quality matchup. Not to say that Ric Flair didn't have quality, but I feel like Tom Brady just centered in. Like, at the time, he's like, "Who's the hottest woman in the world? Oh, this one? That's my wife now." Whereas Ric Flair spanned generations. He was like, "Who's the hottest woman in the '70s? 2 nights with her. Who's the hottest woman in 1974? Who's the hottest woman in 1987? Who's the
Mae
hottest
Young,
woman in
but Mae Young, I'm pretty
2012?" You know, like he's just the longevity for his career.
See, you're getting too broad a definition on that because he was more like, all right, who's the hottest girl on February 27th, 1983? Who's the hottest girl on February 28th, 1983?
Exactly.
Right here, right now.
I would be interested to know. Like, I wish, you know, how you always hear them say, like, as long as they've been keeping that stat, it's too bad they didn't, you know, it's too bad we don't have a point where women, you know, accomplishments for athletes was in that category because we could compare, you know, Wilt and Ric Flair have got to be top notch. I would imagine that, you know, but I feel like, you know, Wilt would be like, you know, one of those old SAC champions, you know, where they'd be like, well, we got him at 1,276, but it wasn't an official stat until like halfway through his career, you know, so.
That's before it was an official stat, so
Yeah,
you know, we don't know. I mean, his numbers just, you know, are legendary. But
Yeah, definitely.
Back to the game. What was Tyrann Mathieu thinking to poke the bear? I was like, listen, like why would you even poke at Tom Brady?
Hey, man,
It's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady said something. Not gonna say what he said, but he said something. I never heard that side of him before. I've always showed him respect. Honey Badger don't get down like that.
Dude, Mathieu,
I mean, he sent him an
give
apology.
him that pass because he's clearly the best player on that entire defense. I mean, even games beyond that game. Like, let's just
You know
look
what
at
he
the regular
said to
season.
him? You know what he said to him?
What did he say?
He ran him down and he was like, "Suck a mosquito." And then that fool got super pissed and like he was like, nobody's ever talked to me like that.
You're not getting in the Costco.
He's like,
no.
No, I do like that Tom Brady like.
Oh my god! I'll tell that story.
It was one of those situations where it felt like
Oh.
Tyrann was like he got his jab in and then he's like, "Man, I'm fashioning this old man. Like I could totally
And
just
then
say
he
the
got
last
totally-
word and then dip out." And then so he said something and then went to run away and Brady like 43 years old like got on his high horse, you know, and trotted over there to make sure he's like, "Do you know who the hell I am?" That's probably what he said. He's like, "Bro, did you see my Make America Great Again hat? You got a problem with it?" You know, like that's what he said, dude.
Jesus.
And the Baron coming in on that last stat, nobody catches Wilt. I'm inclined to agree, but you know, we never know. I mean, what happened on the road with some of those, you know, down in the South wrestling promotions, and Brady called him a midget. Well, you know,
Maybe
it's possible. I don't think that would be something unfit to repeat, though. I mean,
to
If I
Baron's
said
point,
suck it,
nobody
honey,
out rebounded Wilt. You know, Wilt was there for all the rebounds. There wasn't a
Oh,
rebound
yeah,
that fell that guy didn't retrieve.
he eats glass. I mean, look at him. He's just picking up the rebounds. Like,
Especially
it's
on the boards.
easy putback. Yeah.
A lot of tip-ins. A lot of tip-ins.
I gotta ask. Jesus.
phrasing.
A lot of tip-ins.
I gotta ask, since we were on the topic of taunting in the game, what did you guys think of Winfield taunting old old sweet cheeks Tyreek Hill?
Oh,
That was good.
That's
that was
the
good. Yeah.
that was
That
the
was-
best part of the entire game. I'm going to
It
have
was
to say
good.
that.
It was good.
Look,
It was
dude,
good.
Would
I
you give
don't-
him a flag? You give him a flag.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know what?
Hey,
I think that flag was worth it.
to be honest, yeah, I actually said in the moment when we were watching it, I was like, what an idiot. Like, that's what I said. I was almost feeling like, bro, you need to just wait until you guys are, like, going off the field or something like that. Like, don't do it because you never know. Like, especially, it's like we were just talking about. Granted, I understand the time in the game and the score and things of that nature. I would have fucking laughed my effing ass off if they were just like, okay, this penalty happened. We're gonna, like it happened before
First
the
down.
play was over.
Yeah.
We're gonna give these fools a first down and they maintain possession. And then Mahomes goes out, scores 3 touchdowns, and you fucking blew it. And then you'd be a still image. You'd be a meme forever. Like,
As a
never get
neutral
flagged.
observer, I just enjoyed it.
Oh,
No,
you-
for sure. Don't get me wrong. I like that, it's, people say it all the time. I like when dudes are bitter like that and they save the receipts, Like, I get it. Just like those fools
Besides
celebrating
that,
on Baltimore's
like,
logo,
I don't even hate the Chiefs because they're
Yes,
just
you do. Yes,
No.
you're full of shit.
They're- look, they're so good that they're just gonna be good forever. They have Mahomes. Like it
You
doesn't
hate
matter.
Tyreek Hill.
I hate
You
Tyreek
absolutely-
Hill because
okay.
he's a
See?
bad person at
There you
life.
go.
And him getting his spot blown up in front of everyone in the world, I was like, all right, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. That guy is a dirtbag. Great.
Yeah, no, you can't. Like, he was bad all day, man. I didn't see him make a play, dude. Like, I did not see him make a play.
Well, they
bro.
had that fall under a blanket too, but I'm just
I don't
saying, like,
care. You're the cheetah, bro. You can't put a cheetah under a blanket because they run out of that shit.
Yeah,
the way
him,
that
him and Miller were both kind of quiet all day, surprisingly.
I know, dude. Can we ever get that foot race, please? Please.
Scotty didn't do a thing, man. I was heartbroken to see Antonio Brown get a catch. Brutal. Should have been Scotty Miller's fault.
Yeah, I wasn't too stoked about Antonio Brown getting the touchdown. You know what? I was honestly kind of happy for Gronk to get his 2 touchdowns and probably
Yeah.
what is 3 seasons for him now.
You know what that shit reminded me of? You ever go to a pickup basketball game and there's a bunch of people that know each other and you don't know anybody, but you get picked up on the team. So you're like, all right, cool, let's run this 5-on-5. And then 6 minutes in, when nobody's looking at you passing you the ball, you're like, dude, fuck these guys. That was what Tom Brady was doing. He was like, all right, who did I bring in? Fournette, okay.
I got my
who did I
guy.
bring? Gronk, okay. Who did I bring? AB, okay. Everybody I brought here, all the homies are getting touchdowns today.
Oh,
I'm going 21 for 29, and all the homies are getting tutties. That was crazy, dude.
he just threw up on me.
You know what?
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, no.
Hey, can we
Look,
give you a
hey.
full screen right now? How do I do that? Wow.
Nick,
no.
Nick, I
Nasty,
really,
dude.
I really appreciate the shirt. Please don't send me that one.
No, hey, that's a game worn, Justin.
That's right. You can frame that.
People pay a lot for these, bro.
Dude, you are just having a rough night on this stream, man.
Oh, man, I try to bring a special guest and he starts puking. You right, buddy?
You know what? He
You know,
was
I-
excited. He was excited to be on with the Kings. I get it.
I love the hug there. I was gonna set you up. I mean, if you still want to do it, I do want to hear this story of your run-in with Costco over the weekend.
Oh, yeah. So I was going to Costco. I asked Ron, like, hey, you need Costco? Like, yes, we need some toilet paper. So I go and I show my card. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to walk in, and then one of the managers or some guy with a Costco tag, he's like, sir, I can't let you in right now. And I was like, wait, why not? He's like, your shirt, it's a little offensive. Like it may be taken as racial. I was like, toward who? I was like, toward who? And then 2 more people come like, yeah, we're gonna have to actually leave, or if not, put a hood on. And I was like, it's 80 degrees outside. I'm not putting a hood on. And I was like, who? I was like, who is this shirt offending? Like, who am I offending? He's like, look, it's just setting a bad impression. There's kids here. And I was like, what? No. So I was like, listen, I can make a scene. I can really make a scene right now. I can go publish this. And then finally, they're like, all right, you can come in. Just don't cause any trouble. I was like, what would I do? Like, how would I cause trouble? And then
Hey, unless there's any mosquitoes in there, you're not causing any trouble.
I'm here to fucking bulk buy groceries, you asshole.
No, the mosquito people aren't gonna like it though. I just no, they're big around here. I don't know if you know about them, but they they're pretty big. So
That's good. I like that story. I'm gonna spend the remainder of the evening doing research on when or if ever mosquitoes was considered a racial slur.
Well, fun fact though, people saw the shirt like, oh, what, like the shirt's so dope. What does it mean? I was like, hey, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Quarantine Kings. Be sure to watch it.
Boom.
Hey,
Boom.
there it is.
My dude. My
I like
dude.
Repping the brand.
I like that people are
Yeah.
asking you what a shirt that literally says "sucking mosquitoes" means. Like, do you fucking like mosquitoes, bro? Are you kidding me? Like,
Also, don't mosquitoes literally like actually suck blood for a living? So
True.
So
I don't. It's
Dude,
not
this could be
outside
a
of
pro.
their.
It could
I
be
don't
a
know if
pro
it's-
mosquito shirt.
I don't know if it's for a living, bro. Like, I don't know if they're cashing paychecks for that shit.
Well, I mean, they gotta
No,
stay
but
alive.
it was
401ks,
literal. It was literally to live.
Yeah, nah,
Right?
there you go.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's their actual lifeblood.
And let's
It
be
is
honest,
blood.
you know, on the topic of mosquitoes, there's no Jurassic Park without mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. This is true.
true. Yes.
So
This is
hey, maybe
true.
it was Spielberg. Shut that down. He was like, "No, dude, I got high up mosquito people. They don't like this. Take the shirt off."
You know, that guy
Mosquitoes
has
bought
steak
me
in
this wing
Costco.
of my house.
I was like, oh, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm serious. Like, I have to leave because the shirt has nothing, means nothing racial. It means nothing. It's just promoting something. I'm just promoting something. I was like, do you know how many shares of the Quarantine King that I purchased to get the shirt? All of them.
So many.
That's
All of
So
upsetting.
many.
Every single one.
All of them.
Right. All
right.
5,000
How
shares
much
cost him
is it?
$1.83.
I own that hockey stick over Ronnie's shoulder. Like, I
From my
own all
cold
that
dead hands. From my cold dead hands. But
Oh my god.
before we get out of here, we are up against time. So
Oh,
thank
God.
you to Dick also for the fit. Thank you, Justin, chiming in. Thank you, as always, Tyler. I don't really have any context. I just want to show you this picture of Barry Trotz looking like an egg that I saw coming out. I didn't have time to fit it in, but man, he looks like an egg. But thank you guys for joining us as always, and we will be back with you on Wednesday. You guys be safe, and we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, hitting us in the comments.
One plug.
And-
One more plug.
Oh, all right.
Go
we
for
got
it.
one plug from Nick.
I'm definitely getting a championship belt for the show.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, and
Get the
suck
strap.
it edge. Suck it edge.
Fuck it is.
Suck it.
American Dragon should have won.
Tyler, do you have anything else before we get out of here? And we have to apologize to Edge's people.
That's right. Nah, man, just thank you, Nick, for the awesome shirts. Definitely appreciate that.
Sorry about it, guys.
Thanks so much for coming on and getting puked on and swatting at some invisible shit all around you. I don't know if you had too much to drink or what, but
And also going rough around the edges. Thanks for going rough around the edges. You know.
Justin, thank you as always for coming on. Thank you guys so much for watching, for leaving the comments. Stick around here on the network. We got the Book Club for TV with Patrice. I think her and Jesse are following up on the last episode of WandaVision, so stick around for that. We love you guys. Thank you so much. You know the drill. Keep the fire.
Keep the fire.
At the Book